All right, everyone, here we are with ticker symbol SNDL, Sundial Growers Inc. And before we jump into this chart, I want to say welcome to all the first-time viewers and investors. Welcome to the channel, Invest for Tomorrow. To all the subscribers, welcome back. And as we jump into this chart, I do want to say that I have a new ticker symbol to share with you guys. But before we talk about that ticker symbol, there's two ticker symbols that we're going to talk about first towards the end of this video that were mentioned by two individuals and viewers and investors. So I appreciate you guys taking the time to mention them down below. And one of them is comparable to yesterday's ticker symbol that I suggested to add to your watch list, which is UMC. And this one is ASX. And we're going to look at another one, Vinger Inc. And then we're going to talk about the ticker symbol you definitely want to stay tuned for to add to your watch list moving forward. But some interesting stuff. Hope you guys learned something new from it. But let's talk about SNDL first. So SNDL has had a run. I really want to see who are the true bulls down below. I want to see how you guys are doing. What are your positions? Did you get out? Did you get back in? How do you feel about this? Do you think this is finally going to stay above $1, consolidate up here, and there could be potential moving forward to go even higher? How do you guys feel? Because this is up at the highs from way back here in July at the 120 range, right? So it started to fall after that. So I really want to see every investor's true sentiment, especially the bulls, because what I like about every single viewer here that's even as bullish as they can feel, when I have stated some bearish comments or anything that is kind of, a little bit uncertain, you guys respectfully tell me, hey, I see your videos, I appreciate them, but I'm a true bull in this one, and whatever you say, I still see this going up. And I've always stated certain things when these pullbacks happen, and for everybody to stay mindful and watchful, because this is a penny stock, and you really got to know what you're doing in this stock. And if you really understand this stock, you know why you're in it. But if you're a first-time investor or you're trying to understand stocks or learning, this is definitely not the place to learn, especially with all this volatility and uncertainty. So I've always been slightly bearish in moments, but I'm so glad to see this running up, and that every single bull that has respectfully, contradicted or rebutted anything that I say, I see this running up. You guys were right. Now that my question to every single one of you guys, could this stay above $1? I think that's probably the most important thing right now for SNDL. If it can consolidate up here and wait till the next catalyst, that could start to look healthy. Now, when we look at the chart from way down here in October all the way to this point, it's looking like very volatile but natural growth over time. That's what it's looking like based off of it right now. I still think this is very risky, but man, I look forward to hearing from all the bulls how they feel and where do you guys see this going, because this is broken through $1. I used to ask you guys, do you see this breaking through $1? I want to see what you guys think now. So 121 is where we're at. The 50-day moving average is 113. Our support is 117. If that gets broken through, we need to see carefully how this reacts between support and the 50-day moving average, and if the bulls are trying to reappear and bring it back up, or is this going to end up in bearish territory? Now, if it breaks through support and the 50-day moving average, our next support level is down here at 103, which is really close to the $1 mark, and we want to pay close attention if the bulls are trying to reappear and bring it back up, or are the bears tearing this down fairly fast. Now, on the other hand, the highest point reached today is 133. Super important number moving forward for the coming weeks and days. And I think that's the highest this stock has reached since last year in July. Now, before getting there, the next resistance level is 127. That needs to be broken through and turn into a support so that the bulls can work their way up to newer highs, new resistance levels, and pull further away from the 50-day moving average to continue this upward momentum. So my question to every single investor, and especially the bulls, do you see this breaking through 127 and turning it into support to reach newer highs? beyond 133? And if you don't see that right now in the near term, do you expect some consolidation? And where do you see this going in the near future? I look forward to seeing everyone's comments down below. And as always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned for the end of this video and the ticker symbols I'm about to talk about so that you can add the last ticker symbol to your watch list, and the first two you can learn something new from. Stay tuned. So for everyone that has stayed to this point in the video, the ticker symbol I'm going to share with you guys is in the mobile gaming sector, and there's so much room moving forward for this stock. Now, before we talk about that stock that you want to add to your watch list in the mobile gaming sector, I have two ticker symbols to share with you guys that other investors talked about, and I really appreciate you guys taking the time, and I'm going to share how I feel about them. So AVGR, it's a penny stock. Would I ever recommend a penny stock? Probably if there's a big event coming up or I know anything that is going to create a catalyst, I would mention it and tell you guys it's a very speculative play. There's high risk, high reward, high risk, high loss as well, right? So I definitely would state that when I'm talking about a ticker symbol like this. Would I recommend this? No, I would not tell anyone to add this to their watch list because I don't really know why it's running up. I haven't had time to check it out. It might be that they're finally becoming profitable or a new innovation that's giving this optimistic outlook, which the chart is looking pretty good so far, but the total market cap is so small that if you get in now and this becomes a $1 billion company or more, then you got in on time. But how do you know it's going to get there? It takes so much other understanding, right? You got to dig real deep. So I don't like the market cap that much. And the second thing is the income statements in the last 3 years up to 2019, from 2016 to 2019. And in the quarterly, we can see in 2020, not a single profitable dollar, right? Never been profitable. And even on the annual, it's never been profitable in the last 4 years. Now, what has changed from 2020 December to 2021 January? Could it have finally become profitable? Probably. Or it's an innovation. I don't understand this company enough to tell anyone to add this to their watch list, but this is a swing trade play or a day trade play based off the chart. I mean, you could see it here, how it's reacted a few times within just a few days throughout December, and even now in January after this pullback, it's already running back up. Now, I saw this come up on my stock screener a few times, and that's definitely something that was interesting, the amount of volume that it had, but that was just, a ticker symbol that you would swing trade or day trade. Did I consider at some point swing trading this or day trading this? I did, but I try to stay away from these when I don't know enough, okay? Because it's very risky. Now, the second one is ASX. Now, this is comparable to yesterday's mention, which is UMC. And UMC is worth a little bit more than this one, but when we look at this chart, it's been growing exponentially around the same time frame as UMC. Very interesting. So this is another competitor in the semiconductor sector. So for the investor that mentioned this one, thank you so much for sharing it and bringing it to everyone's attention. It looks like it's had a lot of growth, but the market cap is a little bit smaller. I do want you guys to be aware of that. So if the market cap was to grow to 23 billion and it's worth more than the other one, right, which is UMC, that could be a sign that it's right there fighting with it and they're around the same valuation. But if it comes up to 23 billion and the total amount per share is less than $9.50, that was where UMC was yesterday when we talked about it, then there could be some upward room here because it has $1 to grow and they're at the same market cap. So that means that it's almost a whole dollar ahead. I know it's kind of confusing. So the higher the market cap and the lower the the US dollar, the better of a chance there is that as it continues to grow, it can actually grow with it and grow even more exponentially. So that's going to be interesting. It's a little bit below it, and you could see the price difference, right? It's $2 and some change, but they are far apart from each other when it comes to the market cap and also revenue, okay? So revenue fluctuates a little bit here for this company, like up and down. It's a little bit wild. And then it was a lot more revenue back in 2016 than it has been now. And net income. Revenue has been growing, right? And here we could see the revenue going up and down, and then net income going up and down with it. But the annual revenue has been growing year after year. But the thing is, net income is more important than revenue, and net income has gone down. So every single year, it's gone lower and lower to the point that it's almost dropped to a point where it's like $500 million, but now revenue is like 13 billion. That means more money's coming in, but not a lot of money staying. It's like probably going out into different costs. So this makes this a little bit different than UMC. UMC is a growing company. Now, I'm not saying ASX isn't growing, but in the last couple of years, revenue has gone up and profit margin has gone down. So something's going on there with their profits. Either they're taking on more debt. Who knows what they're doing? You'll have to do further digging. But this is one to definitely think about. But UMC is growing tremendously compared to this one. So what's the ticker symbol you guys want to add to your watch list? Well, that is Glue Mobile. GLUU, Glue Mobile Inc. Now, this is the one that's been downgraded. It's sitting at $8.98, and price targets are up at the $10 range. Now, it's been dropped by a few cents, but there's still room from $10 to $11 from where we're at. And even if this pulls back down to that $8.50, even down here to $7.70, or even these lows of $6.80, there's so much room. We'll have to see why it's falling and what price targets are being reiterated if they continue to get downgraded. But if they stay the same, that might be an opportunity. So this is definitely one you want to add to your watch list. Do further due diligence, do further research, check out more articles. And there was a rumor that Glue Mobile Inc. was going to probably merge, right, with Tencent. And that might be Tencent's opportunity to get into the markets and not just be over-the-counter market through Tencent, but if not through Glue Mobile, which is pretty interesting as well. So if anybody knows any more information on that, or if that rumor has died down, please comment down below. But this is definitely one to add to your watch list moving forward. As always, if you found this video helpful and informative, please do so and subscribe. Don't forget to click on the bell to turn on all notifications and not miss a single video that I post. Share this with your friends and community. And don't forget to hit the like button to let me know you watched this video. Stay tuned for more videos. Thank you guys so much, and let's make some money.